Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
Now here are today's announcements. For lunch today, we are having chicken nuggets, vegetable pizza, fettuccine alfredo, Caesar salad, garlic toast, and fruit cocktail. The concession stand needs people to sign up to work on Monday and Wednesday of next week for the girls' basketball games that have been rescheduled. If you are interested in getting involved in activities here at SMS, you are good at math and have great people skills, then sign up now. There is a sign-up sheet in the concession stand window across from the main office. The first 3 will be accepted. Plan on staying after school until about 6:45 to work in the concession stand. Thanks, Mrs. Sears-Patowski. Attention to all of Miss Scarbeck's 7th grade social studies classes. Please report to Mrs. Jarda's room, Computer Lab A, instead of our classroom today for ISEP testing. Please bring a pencil with you. Do not bring your textbook, Chromebook, or cell phone. If you are not testing today, please report to the LGI with your Chromebook and or something to read. Again, if you are not testing today, please report to the LGI with your Chromebook and or something to read. Now to Taylor for the rest of the announcements.
Reminder to Mr. Modlin's 6th grade PE classes. You need to meet in Mr. Modlin's classroom 246 today to go bowling. If you are late and miss the bus, you need to report to the Student Services office. Thank you. The 8th grade Lady Spartans defeated the Minutemen of Concord last night 37-24 to move to 8-0. After a rough first half, the Spartans picked up the pace to finish with a W, leading the way defensively as Delaney Sanchez steals 5 steals. Sanchez also led the team to offensively with 12 points. Carrington Collier added her own 8 points, and Abby Miller chipped in 6 points. And Trace Shelton led the team with 10 rebounds, Abby Miller with 4, and Aislinn Alkire with 3 rebounds. The Spartans will start the next week with 3 home games to finish the regular season. Please come out and support the teams as they finish Jimtown, Northside, and Northridge. We hope to see you there. Go Spartans. Spark mentors should report to cafeteria for a meeting during advisory. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day, and we'll see you on Monday.
What's up, 5-Star Life? Coach Seth here. It's time for another 5-Star Life upgrade, and we're going to dive into kind of the second part of this responsibility lesson. And responsibility is taking ownership of your past choices, your current reality, and your future dreams. I know many of you have begun to change the way you're using your time. You know, we talked about the difference between the asset and the liability, and I know many of you are seeing great progress. I just want to pause and take a time out for a second to say, if you're not doing the challenges, do them. It's so important. It's so vital. It will help you in so many ways. This whole thing will become a part of you. This idea of living a 5-star life, your best life, will become a part of your DNA. But today we're going to talk about upgrading and taking ownership of how you think about money and how much money you'll make in the future. See, it's so important for you at your age to think and to dream big. Listen, if we're called 5-Star Life, that means we want you to live your very best life, and that includes money. So dream and think about the kind of lifestyle you want to live, the kind of home you want to own, the kind of cars you want to drive. It's so important. Now, I want to tell you a true story. Well, I don't know if it's actually true. I was told it's true, but it goes like this. There's a gentleman who had a niece, and he went to visit his niece. Well, his niece had just purchased an old racing greyhound dog. And so as he went to visit, he struck up a conversation with the old greyhound dog, and the conversation went like this. Said, "Hey, so you're a race dog?" I said, "Yep, I was." "So you don't race anymore?" "Nope, don't race anymore." "Why don't you race anymore? Weren't you any good?" I said, "No, I was fast." "So what, you too old?" "No, I think I have some more racing days in me." "So, well, weren't you paid well?" I said, "No, I was paid well, was treated great, made millions from my owner." "So, well, then why aren't you racing?" I said, "I quit." "So you quit? Why'd you quit?" "I quit because after all these years of racing, I found out that that doggone rabbit I was chasing wasn't real. Now, I tell that story because when it comes to money, so many people think money equals happiness, equals success. When I don't believe that at all. I believe so many people get caught up thinking, when I say 5-star life, you think all these cars, all these money, but I'm telling you what, money cannot buy you happiness, so that's not why I'm talking about it. But money is a great tool. That's what it is. Money is a resource. It's a tool that you can do good things like provide for yourself, be independent, give back, help others. See, that's what money is for. And if you are thinking money is going to be the key to all of your happiness, I'm telling you, like that old greyhound dog, you'll end up chasing something that isn't even real. And at the end of it, there won't be fulfillment. You'll find you're not living a 5-star life. That's what happens to so many professional athletes. Do you know that over 78% of professional football players go bankrupt after 5 years of playing? Same thing with professional basketball players. Within 5 years, so actually it's about 60% for professional basketball players, they have no money to show for. Why? It's because of one reason. They don't understand the difference between an asset and a liability. See, an asset is something that gives value, that helps you, that adds something to you. Well, a liability, it takes value, it hurts, it's a detriment. See, what wise and successful people do, if you study millionaires, you know what they do? They spend all of their extra resources focusing on acquiring assets, things that are going to add value to their bank accounts, not things that are going to take value. See, the professional athletes, unfortunately, they come at all this money and they haven't thought about how they're going to use it. Instead, they don't know what to do with it. So what happens is they chase the rabbit of success and they think, oh, I'm successful, so I need a bigger house, I need a bigger, sweeter ride, I need all this, bling. And what they do is they spend all their money on what? Liabilities. Because none of those things will help build wealth. None of them. On the other hand, the average millionaire, you know what they do? They live in modest homes, they drive decent cars, but they put all their extra resources into what? Assets, investments, stocks, bonds, real estate, businesses. They make products that people want to buy. They put their money into things that add value. So why am I talking to you about all this? You're in middle school or high school. I'm talking to you about this because if you start now thinking about what you do with your money, it will help you later on down the road because every day you're making your breaking habits. See, there's this athlete actually who plays in the NFL who totally understands the difference between an asset and a liability. And when he heard the statistics, he sat down with his financial advisor before he signed a $3.6 million contract. And his advisor said, listen, Ryan, when you get paid, what I want you to do is I want you to live as cheaply as you can for the first few months. Figure out the bare minimum that you and your wife can live on. I know it's going to be tempting to go buy new cars, new houses, but live very frugally or on a little amount of money and invest the rest. That's exactly what Ryan did. He lived off of $60,000, and I know to a lot of us that sounds like that's a good amount of money, but to guys who are making millions, that's not much money. Nobody's living off of $60,000 when they're making millions. That's what he did, and guess what? Ryan Broyles, he will be successful because he's taking his money and he's building assets with it instead of spending it all and squandering it all. You can do the same thing. When you get birthday money, if you get allowance money, if you go out and mow lawns, what do you do with your money? Do you spend it all? Do you save it? Do you invest it? What do you do? See, today we're going to break this down very simply because I want you to live a 5-star life and I want you to be able to handle the success that's going to come as you pursue your dreams. But it starts with how you spend your money. Listen, your coaches have some notes. They're going to further break this down, but I want you to set some goals for how much money you want to make. And you can start even in middle school and high school. There's students who have started businesses, lawn mowing business, cleaning services, babysitting services. You can start building wealth so that you can do the things you want to do to be generous. My grandfather told me this. He said, Seth, here's what you do with money. When you get money, you save some, you spend some, you share some. I think that's great advice. Listen, you're upgrading your money. Good luck.